Ever zoomed in on the quirkiest side of football? Not the goals, not the glory, but the weird and wonderful world of football accessories. From Benzema's battle-ready bandage to Mutu's underpants? Yeah, we're about to take a wild ride into the curious, the bizarre, and the downright awesome. So, ever caught a glimpse of Karim Benzema's hand tape? You bet you have. But guess what? It's way more than a fashion trend. It's like Benzema's personal flag of triumph and toughness on the pitch. Picture this: 2019, a nail-biting La Liga clash with Real Betis. Benzema goes head-to-head with Marc Bartra, and bam! Karim ends up with a busted pinky. Docs say surgery, but Benzema, he's no ordinary player. He ditched the surgery idea and marched right back onto the field, his hand sporting a defiant bandage. That bandage turned into Benzema's signature of unyielding spirit. Every goal, every fist bump with that wrapped hand is more than just a score, it's a victory lap over adversity. And get this, he even rocked a golden version of his hand tape. And that's not all. His iconic bandage made its way into FIFA. Talk about making a style statement. Now, from Benzema's battle scars, let's switch gears to another football genius, Ivan Zamorano. But wait, what we're diving into now isn't exactly an accessory, but it's just as cool. We're talking about Zamorano's epic 1+8 jersey at Inter Milan. Here's the scoop. Zamorano, a goal machine, finds out his number 9 is taken by none other than the legendary Ronaldo Nazario. Does Zamorano back down? No chance! With a move as slick as his gameplay, he merges numbers 1 and 8 on his shirt. It's more than a clever fix, it's a stroke of genius, screaming Zamorano's refusal to be overshadowed. Every time he sported that unique jersey, it was more than just a number, it was a tale of grit, a masterstroke and standing out. In a team of stars, Zamorano's 1+8 was a bold shout-out to his uniqueness, a cheeky wink to his fans, and a legendary chapter in football history. Now, let's talk about a football hero who turned his accessory into a symbol of sheer guts and resilience. Enter Cech, the goalkeeper with a story that's as tough as nails. You've probably seen Cech's iconic helmet, right? But ever wondered why it became his trademark? This helmet's more than just a piece of gear, it's a chapter in Cech's saga of bravery. Cast your mind back to 2006, a chilling game against Reading. Cech suffers a skull fracture in a clash with Stephen Hunt. The twist? Just 3 months later, Cech is back on the field, helmet and all. This headgear, looking like something from a rugby match, becomes part of him. Every goal he stops, every game he plays with that helmet is like a high five to fate, a showcase of his rock-solid courage. Let's dive into the quirky world of football superstitions with Adrian Mutu and Higuita. What's the link between these two, you ask? They're from different football eras, right? Here's the kicker. Both were big believers in the lucky charm of their underwear. Higuita stuck to his lucky blue undies from his Libertadores Cup victory days, while Mutu went all in with his inside-out underpants, thinking they'd shield him from curses. For these guys, their chosen underwear wasn't just a superstitious quirk. It turned into their pre-game ritual, a kind of mental armor against the game's unpredictability. Right, that last bit was a bit out there, wasn't it? Let's shift gears and talk about two midfield wizards from different times, Sebastián Verón and Sandro Tonali. These guys aren't just maestros with the ball, they're all about taking care of themselves, and it shows in their choice of gear. What's the common thread between Verón and Tonali? It's all about the bands they wear below their knees. But hey, these aren't just for style points, they're key to their game. Typically used to ease iliotibial band syndrome, these bands are like a shout-out to their commitment to staying fit and fab on the field. These bands are like silent guardians, shielding them from the rough and tumble of pro football. For these midfield geniuses, the bands are more than practical, they're a symbol of their dedication to playing the long game in the sport they live and breathe. And speaking of midfield magic, we can't skip over one of the slickest players of the past decade, Toni Kroos. Now, here's a story of loyalty and tradition in the fast-paced world of football. Kroos isn't about flashy gear, he's all about sticking to what works. In an era obsessed with the latest tech, Kroos tips his hat to the old school. He's been rocking the same type of boots, the Adidas Adapure 11 Pro, since 2013. Now that's loyalty! While the world of football boots keeps evolving, Kroos sticks to his trusty Adapures. It's more than just comfort, it's a bit of superstition, a touch of nostalgia. Every pass, every masterful move, every strategic play in those boots tells a story. It's about consistency and dependability in a sport that's always chasing the next big thing. For Cruz, these boots are more than just something to wear, they're a nod to the enduring power of simplicity in an age that's always looking for the next upgrade. Talk about sticking with what works, but wait until you hear about Edgar Davids, the midfield maestro who turned necessity into a fashion statement. Back in '95, after a nasty head injury, Davids was diagnosed with glaucoma. But did that stop him? No way! To keep rocking the field, he started wearing protective goggles. And these weren't just any glasses, they became as much a part of Davids as his dazzling footwork. The goggles went from being a must-have for his vision to a symbol of his unbreakable will. On the pitch, they were his badge of honor, turning a challenge into a trademark look. Davids and his goggles became an iconic duo, showing the world that obstacles are just stepping stones. And you know what? He looked so cool wearing them. Just remember that FIFA 2003 cover he featured in. Now that is iconic. After marveling at Edgar Davids' style revolution with his goggles, let's zoom in on a player who embodies minimalism in a game that's always changing. Enter Naby Keita, the midfield dynamo with a seemingly minor but massively impactful choice. Now let's dash over to Naby Keita, a powerhouse in the midfield known for his bold and gutsy playstyle. But wait until you see his choice of shin pads. They're as minimalist as it gets. These tiny protectors, almost playing hide-and-seek under his socks, are a topic of hot debate. Keita's choice is a daring dance between protection and freedom, a statement that screams his confidence in his agility and skill. This isn't just a fashion statement, it's a bold declaration of his fearless approach on the field. Keita's shin pads, or should we say shin specs, challenge the norm, spotlighting his readiness to trade a bit of safety for a leap in maneuverability and ball control. In a sport where every second counts, Keita's shin pads are his way of saying, I play by my own rules, adding a dash of thrill and audacity to the beautiful game. In a game where every move and touch can turn the tide, Keita's shin pads are his declaration of independence, showing he's ready to play the game his way, keeping his edge with a distinct and fearless flair. Switching from Naby Keita's minimalist style, let's dive into the world of Alain Sanmaxima, a player who's all about blending high fashion with high-octane performance. Sanmaxima, the whirlwind formerly from Newcastle United and now lighting up the SPL, isn't just known for his lightning-quick moves. He's also making waves with his choice of headgear. Think luxury brands like Gucci. These headbands are way more than just a style choice. They're like a slice of Sanmaxima's vibrant personality. Wearing these designer bands isn't just about looking good, it's his way of shouting to the world, this is me. Sure, they're causing a stir, even getting him a telling off from the FA for breaking kit rules, but they keep on being his signature, showcasing his unique charm and swagger. Now, from Sanmaxima's eye-catching fashion statements to our final and most bizarre accessory, yes, this one is even weirder than Mutu and Higuita's underwear. It's a bottle of oil. Imagine a player so physically imposing that defenders often think twice before engaging. Now, add an extra layer of slipperiness to that equation. Meet Adama Traoré, a winger known for his breathtaking speed and formidable strength. Seriously, he's built like Mr. Olympia, but Traoré's secret weapon isn't just his physical prowess, it's his unusual pre-match ritual involving a bottle of baby oil. Before each game, Traoré, in a scene that almost feels surreal, rubs oil all over his bulging arms. The reason? It's not for show or muscle definition, it's strategic. By oiling up, Traoré makes it incredibly difficult for defenders to grab hold of him, turning his already daunting runs down the wing into a nightmare for anyone trying to keep up. Just imagine yourself in a race with Adama, and you try to hold onto his hand, but it simply slips from your grip. That's basically a cheat code. And that's a wrap on our journey through football's most intriguing accessories. From protective goggles to lucky underpants, who knew the beautiful game had such fascinating stories? What's your favorite quirky football accessory? Drop a comment below and let us know. Don't forget to hit like if you enjoyed this tour into football's unique side, and subscribe for more untold sports stories.